Shalom, friends. If you've followed my work for a while, you know that one of the causes I feel really passionately about is ending the Agunot crisis in the Jewish community. Horrific situations where wives cannot legally escape a dead marriage. These women, Agunot, are trapped, unable to get free of partners who refuse to grant them a get, a religious divorce, for reasons of coercive control, domestic abuse, extortion, and just, ye old patriarchy. It is devastating to the women waiting for men, either their husbands or the Bate Din, the religious courts, to grant them freedom, and that might never happen their entire lives. This has been going on for so very long that a few months ago, I retold a story in Jewish Law Reactions about an Agunah, and that story was written 1,000 years ago. And somehow it is still as applicable to our social reality today as it was then. And that's not good. That's bad. This is why I'm supporting Chochmat Nashim's 2025 fundraiser as an ambassador, and I hope you'll consider supporting them too. Chochmat Nashim does incredible work advocating for Agunot and justice for women in the Jewish community in so many ways. They collect data on how rabbinic courts from around the world are handling divorce cases, exposing patterns of abuse and systemic failures, but also providing roadmaps for reform with Rate My Beit Din. I gave information about my own divorce and get receiving experience, and many other people have too, to help Chochmat Nashim get this detailed data. They released the Chochmat Nashim Community Resource and Action Guide, a comprehensive guide grounded in real-world cases, successes, failures, and years of experience. This resource will give leaders, activists, and us regular everyday people who just care a lot information and practical tools to identify harm, find allies, and implement meaningful change. On their donation page, link in bio, you can choose to sponsor Agunah support, research, or any of their very worthy projects. Every single one of these projects is about bringing transparency, justice, and relief to Jewish women in crisis to make sure that these extremely vulnerable members of our community aren't abandoned and forgotten. I want to say that I know the world is a fractured mess of a nightmare right now. Boy, is it ever. And there are so many worthy causes to support, so many. But if you can, please join me in also supporting Chochmat Nashim and the way it is advocating for women to be seen, heard, and protected. It is beyond time for this change. Let's see it in our lifetime. Thank you so much.